Noah had a lengthy, face-to-face meeting with God under a blanket of stars. As the cold wind brushed against his face, God commanded him to build an ark with detailed specifications. The old patriarch returned to his house, dejected. "You look terrible." "How was your meeting with God?" asked his wife. "Terrible, terrible. A great flood is coming," Noah grumbled. "He wants me to build an ark to save some animals, the first floating zoo in history." "A flood, an ark, a floating zoo," his wife echoed. "What's so terrible about that? It sounds exciting." "Oh, really?" replied Noah. "The task is almost impossible. He wants a ship that's 438 feet long, 72 feet wide, and 44 feet high, with a gross volume of around 1,400,000 cubic feet. That's about 1/3 the size of the Titanic. Where will I find enough trees for lumber? How will I transport them? I'm 500 years old. Where will I get the tools? What about the workforce? There's a deadline to meet. I know nothing about shipbuilding. I'm not an engineer. God needs a naval architect. What do I know about these things?" "So you're upset because God gave you a job without providing any knowledge and training?" asked Naaman. "Yes," replied Noah. "Calm down, dear," his wife coaxed. "I'll be back." Naaman left and then returned to Noah. She handed him a book. "What's this?" asked the bewildered patriarch. Noah looked down at the book in his hand and read the title, Shipbuilding and Ark Design for Dummies. "An angel delivered that while you were meeting with God. Now, finish reading that book," said Naaman. "Then start building the ark. You have no more excuses." Why was Noah's task daunting? Because there was no precedent. The hardest problems to solve are those with no previous solutions. Landmark achievements seemed impossible because the feat has no historical basis or reference for achieving it. No one can teach Noah to build the ark because no one has built it before. Christians are incredibly fortunate to practice their faith and discipleship in this century. It would be challenging if God were to ask you to build an ark, but less complex. They have the technology to build an ark. You can raise funds through crowdfunding and start building an ark using crowdsourcing platforms. People all over the world can support your shipbuilding through social media. You can garner stakeholders using digital marketing and create a virtual community to support your cause. Christians are running out of excuses for not doing or failing God's work on earth. Unlike Noah, we are in the age of technological advancement. The knowledge, resources, and people they need are within reach. They just need to click a mouse. If so, what's keeping Christians from achieving something great for Christ? An ark represents a mission or a Christ-centered endeavor. It may be the founding of a congregation, building a church or school, establishing an enterprise fundraising for an advocacy or a noble social cause. All one needed to do was commit first, and the rest of the dominoes would fall. Often, the solution to problems unravels once we commit to solving them. After Noah overcame his doubts, the process flowed like water escaping the gates of the dam. Even without any knowledge or expertise in shipbuilding and without reading Shipbuilding and Ark Design for Dummies, Noah built the world's greatest ship that saved what's left of creation and humanity.